This is a Stand Up New York Labs production, providing you podcasts since 2013.
Yeah, I had to sit 45 minutes in an audition room so I could go, no, you taste like watermelon, and then leave. Like, kill me. What is this?
Wait, well, hold on.
What is this life?
Let's explain what's happening. As I'm just trying to.
And then I was late because I kept getting nosebleeds, and then I go to get coffee real quick, and I run into an old professor, and we had to have like catch-up time. And she was like really instrumental in my life, so I couldn't leave. So I had to be like, thank you.
Hold on, nothing you're saying is making sense right now.
I'm on 2 hours sleep.
We literally just started.
Why is this light on, Max? Good to be here. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Sexy and in the City. And I walk in and Stupid Jay's videotaping me. And he puts dog ears on me, which I deserve.
Just
I'm in the doghouse.
No, we had 11:30. We were meeting up to record, and
Yes.
it's currently 12:21. And you kept texting us that you were in an audition.
Yes.
And what was the audition for?
Snapple.
And what was your line?
My line was, no, you taste like watermelon. So I'm an hour late to our recording because I had to sit for 45 minutes. And it's me and 2 other guys and a room full of girls, and they're having a sewing session on the floor and just like talking, and they're so loud and everything. And I only watched 1 episode of Sex and the City, so I'm watching the second episode on my phone, and Jimmy Palumbo's next to me. Do you know him?
I don't.
He's a famous actor. He was in Beer League with Artie Lang. He's next to me, and I'm intimidated. I'm like, well, he's going to be the watermelon.
Right.
He's going to get the Snapple. Why am I even here? And I'm watching Sex in the City, and they're having sex on my phone, and some girl's behind me. I'm like, I look like a pervert. And then I got to go in and be like, no, you taste like watermelon. And I get another nosebleed, and I leave, and I see my old professor, and we have a catch-up session. And she goes, oh, my God, Ian, you're famous. And I'm like, I know. Well, things are going really well. And she goes, I read an article about you. I go, yeah, I've gotten a couple write-ups. And she goes, yeah, about teaching. I go, what? She goes, yeah, didn't you get written up for teaching? I go, no. And she goes, oh, different Ian.
This sounds like when someone's explaining their dream to you, and none of it makes sense, and you don't care about any of it. You're like, what is this? Because I also thought you and your professor had a catch-up session, meaning that you guys are like eating ketchup.
What?
This made no sense.
Yeah, this is like when I said I ate a garbage plate, and you're like, yeah, it's a bunch of food on a plate. I was like, no, it's a lid. A ketchup session? Who in their right mind sits around and eats ketchup?
I don't know.
Oh, time for the Heinz hang.
I don't like ketchup. How many times did you say the line?
I had to do it 3 times. So I did. It was, no, you taste like watermelon. No, you do. So I had to do 2 different people, but I was all worked up from waiting around, so I just didn't do 2 different voices. So I just went, no, you taste like watermelon. No, you do. And it's just like the same. So it's a schizophrenic person yelling at themselves
So
instead of a berry and a watermelon.
Did they give you notes? Were they like, do it a bit more like this?
No, there were so many people waiting. It was just like,
So you just went in, you did it, and left.
Well, no. He let me do a couple times.
Oh, okay. But they didn't give you...
But then I pulled this voice out. I went, no, you taste like watermelon. No, you do. Like, what? How is that appealing?
Oh, man. Auditioning is...
It's a nightmare.
It's just one of the most demoralizing things. It's so awful.
I do best when I make it up and like improvise. Like I got a gig one time because I had to my son snuck sugar in the car and I had to find the sugar. So I improvised. I go, let me see your hand. And I take my finger and I put it on my gums and I go, oh, thank God, it's just cocaine. And they like loved it. And then I ended up getting the gig.
Oh, you got
it? Yeah.
Oh.
I've gotten so many gigs that just go nowhere. Like,
because
they never air, or then I get like cut out, or it's like, oh, your elbow.
Because I've had so many. Am I not talking into the microphone? Sorry. I've had so many things where the people love me. Oh my God, this is amazing. They pull me out in the lobby. This is great. We want to work with you. And then just never hear from them ever again.
Really?
Yeah, I had this one company was like, we want to sign you to like a deal, so you work exclusively with us. They sent me a contract, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then just nothing.
Did you sign the contract?
I didn't even sign it.
Why? So then it's your fault.
No, but then I kept like being in touch with them and was like, hey, is
They
there anything?
sent you the contract.
But then they never even followed up and was like, why didn't you sign the contract? Listen, I have a hard time replying to things. It took me 9 months to reply back to you.
I know.
So I got this email and I was like, fuck, I got to sign this. But instead, I just email them just weird like videos of me and being like, hey, I'm still around. And they're like, oh, we're definitely going to find something for you. And then
yeah, a trash folder.
I went, this was for, HQ. I'm sorry, this has nothing to do with Sex and the City. I'm sorry, guys. But
We'll find a way.
You know HQ, the game? So I auditioned for like the new game that they were doing, which was like a music-related thing. And they loved it. They loved it. And then they were like, you're just not exactly what they were looking for. They were looking for like a young,
Black?
like a 21-year-old Latina woman. And I was like, wait, I don't fit that?
Yeah. You're like, well, internally.
Yeah. Okay, so a few things to start here. Number one, do we want to discuss this? Because I said last week that 2017, January 1st, 2017 is when I was like, I want to do this show, which is like over 2 years ago.
Right.
And then we first did it last April.
Yeah.
And
we
now,
put out 2 episodes.
We didn't put them out.
Oh, I thought they went out.
No, they're just. Oh, I think
I heard 2 episodes.
we recorded 2 episodes.
Yeah.
And then you found out we recorded one last week, and then within the first and second episode we recorded, we found out someone else is doing a podcast.
These 2 other motherfuckers are doing a podcast about Sex in the City. Both of them have never seen it, and they're watching it together through the lens of being married men. And it's called Sex in the City.
Wait, they're married men?
Yeah.
I didn't know that part.
They're not married together. They're separate.
Oh,
they're married to
thought
women.
They were gay men.
No, we're gay men.
Oh.
They're straight men.
Oh, okay.
That's our angle. Yeah. We just don't know it yet.
So these people, are they like our arch enemies? Do we want to take them down, or do we want to befriend them? What should we
I don't know the angle. I think maybe we should have them on the show at some point and air out our grievances. But also, I feel weird about promoting this because I feel like it's going to look like we're copying them.
Oh, no, we started way before. If anything comes up, we'll just send them the demo that we did in April.
Yeah. This is like when I, in 2004, got an iPod and was like, someone should make this into a phone. That'd be like me suing Apple and be like, well, I thought it back in 2004,
Well, so I guess we won't promote it.
Well, how the hell else are we going to get listeners?
No, not promote us, not promote theirs.
Oh, why would we promote theirs?
Because I don't know, because I'm a nice guy, and now I feel like...
You're like the person that runs for class president, and then it comes down to 1 vote, and you lose because you voted for the other person to be nice.
He deserved it. I shouldn't be president. Another thing is... before we start, last week we talked about
a theme song.
Sarah Jessica. Well, before the theme song, we talked about Sarah Jessica Parker and Max, who's our producer. He asked me right before we started if I wanted him to edit out all the horse jokes you made about Sarah Jessica Parker last week.
Nope.
And I said no. Because I feel like you, instead of editing, you will just apologize for those jokes before we start.
Well, I only apologize if I mean it, and I don't mean it, so I'm not going to apologize. But what I will say is I won't make any more.
Okay. Max, if you could just isolate that part.
Oh, Max, do it and die, pal. Do it and die. See that water? It's going to go all over your little soundboard. Mm-hmm. Listen, it's going to be nice to see my growth. And already I can... No, my growth.
No, I don't like watermelon.
No, you're the watermelon. You melon head. No, I already have an appreciation for her, and I did the horse joke, and I don't want you to delete it because it shows that I was reaching for a low-hanging fruit. Mm-hmm. Apple-bottom jeans. Like a watermelon I was reaching for. And like Gallagher, I smashed it, and I'm not going to do it again. That's my word.
All right.
Take that, other podcast.
So we also talked about doing a.
Oh, speaking of Sarah Jessica Parker, did you see her Instagram account?
Oh my God! Hashtag pour it out.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Apparently, it's like some milk farm in Colorado or some like weird.
My God,
thing.
that was supposed to be on my list of things to talk about.
Yeah, but I saw that she just posted a thing of her, and it said a reappearance of an old friend. Mm-hmm. Or no, hold on.
Well, it's the music, and it's her walking down the street, and but they're not back because there's a lot of tension between Carrie and Samantha, which we'll get into eventually. We watched the first episode. You know, before oh man, we should just call this show Sex and the City Tangents because don't play it yet. Don't play it yet. Oh, what is that?
Revisiting a beloved character, briefly and with a twist. Oh, whoa. It has to do with Stella Artois. What? She's shilling herself out for Stella Artois?
Oh, no.
Sarah. I mean, I'm going to be honest. If you like this, if you're in favor of this, say yay. If you're not in favor of it, say nay.
We're going to edit that out.
Do it and die, Max. Anyway, what about the theme song?
I said this week, I was like, we need to start our show where we just go right into it because everything that we do is all about tangents.
I like it.
And then we have like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's our hook. Those other idiots are talking about the show the whole time, and we got our own thing. Tangent in the City.
So I wanted to, we both wanted to get a theme song.
Uh-huh.
And you suggested asking our friend Casey Jost.
Yes.
Who is
friend of the show.
Friend of the show. And I feel like he's the king of theme songs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are you calling him right now?
We're going to call him right now with our technology of phone to the microphone.
Hello, America.
Welcome, Casey Jost, to the Sex in the City podcast. You're our first guest.
Yeah, what's up, America?
I was just saying, you're the king of the podcast theme songs.
I do love making theme songs. It's literally my favorite thing. I'd rather make theme songs than make any other kind of music or any art in general.
Whoa. How long does it take you to make a theme song?
I would say
It really depends.
it probably takes him, if I can guess, 20 to 30 minutes. Because, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Whenever he whenever he has like a goal to do something, he is one of the most hyper focused person, and he will get it done.
Because I was going to say you should make a theme song for this conversation.
I could probably if I had a I'm using my phone right now. I usually like make a lot of music like on GarageBand on my phone, so I would have to have some speaker, but it would be tough. Maybe I could do both at once, but I probably won't come out great.
He could do it. If I was like, can you send us a new theme song by the end of this episode, he would have it. I'm not asking him to do it. But
I am pretty quick. But the thing is, it's funny. You asked me to make this theme song for it. Did you guys listen to it?
I haven't. We haven't listened to it yet.
Okay. Well, Jay asked me to make a theme song for this, and then like I made it, and then when I sent it to him, he was like, "We're not going to listen until like the podcast, but if you want to make a bunch and like, you know what I mean, like they'll be jokey and fun." I was like, "No, I worked on this one. I like this one. I mean, you could give me notes, of course, but like it's not like my intention wasn't to make like a dumb bad one that you guys can be like, oh, we actually need another one."
No, I think my idea was that you have a good one, and then we would play another one that was just terrible.
Gotcha.
That's so you could tell in Casey's voice he doesn't like that idea. Here's what I want. I want to hang up, listen to the theme song, and then call you back and tell you how we feel.
Totally, and I want you to be honest. What I mean is like I didn't want it to be a bit like. Yeah, like keep making me make theme songs, but I will keep doing it if you guys truly want me to.
No, I like the idea. I like the idea of taking what you made and going with it, and doing whatever the opposite of what Jay wants.
Gotcha. Wow. Okay. Well, interesting. It's amazing how well you know Jay.
All right, we're gonna listen to this theme song. We'll call you right back.
Okay. Have fun.
Right.
Thanks, Casey.
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Do we have it queued up with you, Max?
No, I'm gonna play it on my phone.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I don't have it.
Why should you? Right?
Okay. Here.
I am so excited.
Okay, here we go. Oh wait, it's playing on. Where is it playing? On my
damn it,
headphones.
Jay.
I don't know how this works.
Okay,
I sent
I'll
it to
play
you
it.
to play it. I think it's playing on my headphones.
damn it.
I gotta turn what? I gotta turn off my Bluetooth.
Hold on. It's you sent me the here. I'll play it.
Yeah, do it.
Ready?
Here we go.
Sex in the City podcast theme song in 3, 2,
Two,
1.
I am someone who is looking for love, real love.
Sex in the city. Sex in the city with Jay. Sex in the city with Jay and Ian. Sex.
Ridiculous, inconvenient, consuming. Can't live without each other, love.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's really sexual. It's really sensually written.
Hello, America.
You're saying it's definitely very sexual.
It's incredibly sensual.
Oh yeah.
Well, sex is in the title of the show and of the podcast, and so I wanted to slightly lean into it without it being overt. I do say sex over and over again at the end there.
Yes, but then she talks about love.
Exactly, and that's the whole thing. That's the whole show. Is it Sex in the City or is it Finding Love in the City?
Ooh, the duality of man.
These are the things we're going to try and find out.
I know, and I think this theme opens the door.
My only complaint is that you say Jay's name too many times.
Oh, really? I felt like it says Ian too many times.
Oh, what a good. That's such a good description of what this podcast is.
I will say that if you counted, I think Jay's name is probably said a few times more. That's the thing, though. The name of the podcast is Sex in the City, so I was like, I want to also have some billing towards Jay.
Thank you.
You know.
I think my favorite part of this podcast is that the name is so hard to understand that basically the podcast is, what's your podcast called? Sex in the City. Not Sex in the City, not Sex, it's Ian. See, there's a guy named Ian, and then that will get people talking.
I've played the song for a bunch of people, and they've asked that. It's been very clear, because I say my friend Jay Miller and Ian Fidance are doing a Sex in the City podcast called Sex in the City. And they get it immediately when you explain it like that.
Do they like it, or do they think it's bad?
I think everyone likes it. Joe, our friend Joe Ambergio said, I like that. Ian is really hot right now.
and it couldn't get any colder than me.
Ian's really hot right now. And Jay, the podcast is going to be... Jay.
It's a chance to build him back up.
I feel like the hotter Ian gets, maybe we should just lower the volume in my name each week, so it's barely audible in the theme song.
I like how it goes.
Like Back to the Future, I'm disappearing each week.
I like how it goes. Boom, 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 boom.
Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah.
I think it's sensual. I think if you play it for people, I think it makes it almost makes you want to fuck.
Perhaps, and that's not a bad place to start. Sex sells.
Yeah, I feel like
The city sells.
I feel like it'll.
.com in a second.
I feel like it'll bring people together
Into
Yeah.
one another.
with their privates.
Well, Casey,
I think hopefully it's a theme that the more people listen to it, there's little things in it that you'll hear more of each time. You know, that's kind of, I always like it. Like, I think a first listen of that song, it seems kind of cluttered and complex, you know? And I think as you listen to it more, you're like, oh, I like when this part comes in here, or there's this little note, you know? I don't know.
well,
Yeah,
we hope,
I hope.
I dug how you had the little quotes and everything. I can't wait to listen to it again.
and
Yeah.
we hope to hear it at least 94 more times.
Here, Casey, stay on the phone while I play it on my phone. Is that okay?
Yeah, beautiful.
Ready?
I am someone who is looking for love. Real love.
Sex in the
You count the Ians, I'll count the J's.
in the city with J. Sex in the city with J. And Ian. Sex.
Ridiculous. Can't live without each other, love.
All right. So it's five J's, 4 Ians.
Yeah. I love how it goes. Sex.
Casey, great job. We're very happy with it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate the opportunity. I love making theme songs, like I said. And I want you to remember that I like picturing me recording the part where I say sex over and over again.
That is
Yes.
the greatest thing.
Yes.
Sex.
I hope you were on the train doing it.
Yeah.
All right.
So I often mix on the train, so that's I should have recorded it, but
Casey,
not great audio.
let me tell you something. You are extremely talented, a wonderful person, and the fact that you took the time to work on this means a lot, and thank you for your contribution to the show.
That's very
Cool. Send us an invoice.
really nice. You're okay. I will.
All right. Bye. Casey Jost, everyone.
Woo!
He has a Whoops, sorry. He has a podcast called the JV Squadcast with Joe and Bergio.
Oh, wow. Maybe we should have them on.
Oh, we should do both. We're there on. Okay, listen, we got to talk about the show. How long have we been on already so far?
23 minutes.
Has it been 23 minutes?
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about the episode. I'm
I
sorry,
love
everyone.
it. I love it so much.
Episode 101, Sex in the City,
Nope. How was your day, Jay?
the pilot. It aired June 6th.
Oh, you and your dumb facts.
1998.
All right, tell us more info. Oh, wow. Where were you June 6, 1988?
1998, in June, I was working at a restaurant called Comedy Nation, which was above Caroline's Comedy Club. It was a themed restaurant, a comedy-themed restaurant.
How old were you? 28?
No, I was 22.
Oh.
And I worked, I was a waiter, and the fact that I was funny was the only reason I was able to work there, because I was the worst waiter ever.
Really?
And since it was a comedy-themed restaurant, I just turned everything into a joke. Because they would make their order, and then I would go in the back and just kind of like stand there for a while. And then I'd just walk out, and they would be like, "Where's our order?" And I'd be like, "Waka, waka, waka." And then run in the back. I'd be like, "I need a meatloaf ASAP."
No. That's so terrible. I'd be so angry.
We worked with no, because you'd laugh, because instead of your food,
Why would you laugh?
because I'd be like, "Let me bring out some bread," and then I'd bring them out like so much bread.
Fake chicken.
Steve Byrne worked there. And comedian Bob DeBuono worked there.
Oh, yeah, I know
He would
Bob.
walk around to each table and do his Bill
impressions.
Clinton impression.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wow, that place sounds like a living nightmare.
That was the first year that I ever did stand-up. I was 22
You did
years
stand-up?
old. Yeah.
Nuh-uh. Can we play an old J tape?
I played it recently on my Instagram. My opening joke was, where did I do it? At New York Comedy Club. I had, of course, had to get 3 of my friends to come.
Yeah.
And pay, $15 to get in at a 3-drink minimum and sit for 3 hours. And my set got cut to 4 minutes because I went on at like almost midnight. My opening joke was, so I took the ferry to get here. Not the boat, just some gay guy who lives on my street. My opening joke.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Is that real?
That's 100%.
Oh my God.
That's a 20-year-old joke.
Oh my God. I took the ferry to get here, not the boat. Some gay guy on my street. Holy shit.
And then I'm pretty sure my next joke was, I'm not gay. I'm definitely not gay. Not to say I wouldn't let a guy come all over my face.
What?
That was my second joke.
Are you telling jokes or are you writing a dating profile?
June 6th,
what is
1998.
That sounds like such a holy. What was the response?
I mean, not good. What do you think it was?
God, I'm sweating. Oh my God. That's so funny. Dude, I used to work at a restaurant and I thought I was the best server ever, but my boss would always tell me how bad I was. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to call him.
Can he make us a theme song?
Yeah.
Where were you, June 6th, 1998?
I was like, June 6th, 1998.
It's like 21 years ago.
I was going into 8th grade.
Wow. That's wild.
Was I dating? No, wait. Was that 99? Yeah, 99 is when I had like my first like girlfriend. 98 was I dated oh my God. I made out with a girl during Armageddon. And then when it happened, I came in my pants.
What?
Yeah, and I told an uncle after a baseball game, and he stopped talking to me after that.
How did that come? Did you just like blurt it out?
Yeah, I just kind of like word vomited because
just
I thought
ask-
I wasn't normal. I thought something was wrong with my body. I didn't know you were that like stuff was. I think that was like the first time I came, and I was like, "Why did it come out of my body?" He's like, "We're at a goddamn Grotto's Pizza."
You ruined the whole movie for me.
Oh my God. Oh God, I'm crying. Oh, that's amazing.
Well,
Holy shit.
episode 101 was the pilot, directed by Susan Seidelman, who also directed Desperately Seeking Susan and She-Devil. Who are we calling your uncle?
No, he's dead. We'd have to get a seance.
Wait, who are we calling?
My old boss.
What?
From the restaurant.
The only thing we've done so far is say the title.
And one date.
The episode was,
I'm trying to go at the clock so we never mentioned the episode.
it was written by Darren Starr, of
Who
course.
gives a shit?
Our episode. Are we going to leave a message for him?
Hello, you have reached the voicemail of Jeremy Menson, and clearly I am unable or possibly unwilling to answer your phone call at this current time. If you do feel the urge to
He really
leave me a
would
message,
stammer on
I
a
will
lot.
Wow.
listen to it and call you back if I believe your message warrants a callback. Thank you.
Wow. Is this just a way for no one to leave him a message?
At the tone, please record your
I mean, he
message.
was
When you
really
finish
long-winded.
recording, you may hang up
And he said
or
I was a bad
record for more
employee?
options.
Jeremy, it's Ian. Hey, I'm on a podcast right now, and waiting tables came up, and I said that I was a really good waiter, and then I remembered you would always tell me that I sucked. I just want to kind of just really confront you about that and let you know that you were always wrong and that I was great at what I did. Anyway, your voicemail is very long, and
Yeah, also, don't call us back because we don't have a lot of time left.
yeah, we don't have a lot of time left on the podcast. I was really hoping you'd answer the phone, but, maybe we'll get you on the next one. Okay, bye-bye. Love to Chicken and the family.
The episode opens with the story of Tim and Elizabeth in their 2-week
Oh,
relationship.
we're at the half-hour mark, actually. And, why don't we save it for the next episode?
The end of love. Is this the end of love in Manhattan?
Find out on the next episode of Sex in the City.
The age of uninnocence. Wait, are you really trying to end this?
Yeah.
No, we're not ending this. We are not ending this episode. No, Max, do not follow his.
Max, listen to me.
No, we're not going to have another whole episode where we don't.
We are. It's titillating.
Do you think this other podcast, they're already 2 episodes in?
Fuck them.
And now we're on episode 3 and
That's
we haven't
'cause
even
we're
done one.
different.
But how long? This is only 30 minutes?
Yeah.
And so what are we going to do now?
Cut it.
And then what?
Go to the next one. See you next time on Sex in the City.
This isn't going to work.